What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna do Atomic Heart on the new main PC. So we'll see what a 9800X 3D and a 5090 Astral can do. So why don't we go ahead, waste no more time, and let's get started. All right, so we're gonna try this maxed out completely. Maxed out ray tracing, maxed out game, just turned off motion blur and depth of field. So let's see if even a system like this can stay above 60. Probably not, but if it can, that'd be badass. It will still get, you know, footage with it off and maybe with DLSS or something like that, but let's hop in and see what it can do first. All right, here we go. We'll get ourselves some new gameplay here because it's definitely doing better this time. Last time it was getting like 60 FPS. Now it's getting almost 100. And if we weren't recording, it'd probably get like right around 98 to 100. So that's pretty badass. I'm glad I redid it. Now, I also was going to go, okay, well, if this was messed up, was the rest messed up? But no. When I went to go turn DLSS on, it seemed like it was getting about the same FPS it was getting before. I don't know what the heck happened before. But I'm glad I saw the other computer win. Otherwise, I'd be like, hey, that's not right. It's not like the 5090 or 4090 is terrible. Don't get me wrong. It's a great card. But in no way should it beat the 5090 at anything. Other than probably being cheaper to buy. Oh, and power. It actually uses less power. No denying that. I agree with dust creates less heat. So there's some ways it's better. But I mean performance-wise. Although it does have, what is that? Physics 32-bit. This other one has 64-bit. But luckily, I have my 4090 PC, so any game that this one can't, it's probably easily going to be able to be played on my 4090 PC. That's my solution to that. Instead of going and getting like a 1030 or something and using that as physics, I don't feel like doing all that. And besides, then that would probably block some of the fans to my 5090. I don't want to do that. Got stuck in a tree. The way I had this set up, it's a freaking air turbine. It's getting fed a bunch of cool air from the 3 fans at the bottom. It's also getting a bunch of cool air from the 180s in the front. And then there's one 140 at the back helping it out. But to be honest, I don't think I even needed that there. But I wanted to have a little extra help blowing some of that processor hot air out. And then you also cool all those pins for that 16-pin processor, or not processor, pin thing that everybody's scared is going to start on fire. It's pretty cool.
Number 3 is booked. I need these houses painted, but look at what they're doing instead.
Give me your control code. I'll set them
But
straight.
very glad I decided to go retry this.
Oh, thanks, Mum. The code's 0.
So I'll just replace this with what it got before.
Okay then. Get to work.
But obviously everybody's going to know about it because I've talked about it. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. But I just wanted to show what the thing can really do.
Thanks a million. Enjoy the celebration.
Good morning, my boy. How are you? Did you sleep well?
Good morning, Dr. Sechenov. I slept fine. Awaiting orders.
How do you like the new glove?
Better than the old one. It's growing on me.
I'd expect nothing less. I designed the device myself. Be careful with it now. It's more important than
Yeah,
you
this
might
thing could
think.
probably play
Yes,
this game
Dr.
native,
Sechenov.
no
I'll keep
problem,
it
the
safe.
whole time and
Report
stay
to the
over
lab
60.
to complete
Maybe
your
the
integration
1 or 2
with the
spots it
glove.
might drop under,
I've got a
but I
full
think
schedule
it'd be
today,
pretty
so
alright.
if
As
I
long
don't
as you could do
stop
with all
us,
the
we'll get you up to
little,
speed.
what do you call
I'll
it?
be in touch later.
Roger
Skips.
that.
This thing's got like frame time skips, but it seems like ray tracing adds even more. Maybe it's just a placebo though. Because it's smooth right now. But you'll know when the stutters happen. You can't hide them. Even if I turn the frame rate thing off, you'd know. Which is a shame. I figured hopefully they'd fix that by now. But it is what it is. We're going to go land and then we'll go run up the road and see what it can do a little bit too.
You dickhead.
Yeah, we still get some frame time drops, but still more than playable. I don't think it was dropping under 60 even with those.
Citizens, I collect your thoughts and connect your thoughts.
Anyway, though, let's run right over here and I'm going to go try DLSS, but I think I remember it just being the same as before, so I didn't bother with it. All right, we're going to try DLSS, actually. I almost forgot. NVIDIA systems actually get upscaling in this game. But that's it. If you don't got an NVIDIA card, you get a middle finger for upscaling, unfortunately. I don't like games that do that. Probably since I have systems that have both NVIDIA and AMD systems, so I'm not just, oh, well, all I have is a 5090, so fuck everybody else. No. Even if that was all the case, I still wouldn't be like that. That's a terrible way to be. But anyway, let's go hop into the game now and see how it does. All right. Let's get a little bit more gameplay here. This might work out most places. There could still be some spots where it drops under 60. But that's why I also, after this, decided it was a good idea to just turn ray tracing off and just see what this thing can do native 4K without even any DLSS. Because it was already getting shit tons of FPS on other systems without upscaling's help. So this thing should easily be able to get us like almost probably 150 to 200 FPS. Who knows, it might even get more than that. But we'll find out soon. First though, we gotta get through the ray tracing and DLSS part.
Except for China, I guess.
Facility 3826.
Which already seems like it's getting more than enough FPS, if I'm honest.
I like their spirit.
Like, this is one of those times where I'd probably just play it like this.
I hear it's nice
Unless I got further in and it started stuttering or really, really bad or started dropping frames really bad. Then I go, nope, off the ray tracing goes. Because it's cool unless it's annoying. That's kind of my mantra for gaming. If it's cool and it adds to the game and doesn't take away from the game, well, cool. If it makes me jump through a bunch of rigmarole just to use it and then I get subpar performance, it's like, yeah, why am I using this? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Other than to brag, I guess, that I'm using it, but that's stupid. I never really understood the point of bragging about things. Because just like with every other skill and everything else, there's always someone better, there's always someone richer. So you'll find that person eventually and you'll think, oh, blah, I'm going to brag about this, that, and the other thing. And then they go, oh, yeah, I already have all that, but it's like 10 times better. And I'm like a multi-billionaire, so eat that shit. Probably wouldn't find a multi-billionaire like talking to people like shit. But there's a few of them out there that do, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. I would have always thought if you have billions of dollars, you're too busy just enjoying your money. But it seems like, hell, I'm almost like enjoying my way smaller chunk change compared to them than they are. And I'm close to being a millionaire, but not quite there yet. I think last time I looked, I think I had like 927 or something like that $1,000, and that's not including my crypto, my bitcoins. But I believe that took a hit, and I was like, nope, I just want to look. I just haven't. I used to have over $1 million in those. Now it's probably like more like 800K or something like that. So if you include those, I'm a millionaire. But I never include that whenever I say about how much money I have. It just seems disingenuous, even though it's still technically worth money and all that stuff. Half the time, people don't even know what it is. They're like, what do you mean? What Bitcoin? Did you go to a casino or something? It's like, no. And then you really don't want to sit there and explain it to somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about, because you can explain it and they're still not going to know what you're talking about 90% of the time, it seems. Like, I don't mind explaining something to somebody who actually wants to learn and is going to get something out of it. But there's those certain people, you know, you explain it in great detail and then they just look like their eyes are glossing over and you're like, you don't understand a single thing I'm saying yet, do you? No. And then it's like, there's got to be a limit to trying to teach somebody. Anyway, though, this is another one of those parts that just kind of seems like it drags on a little too long. I can see why some people just couldn't get into this game. Like, the first action-packed thing is like, shit, almost 35 or 40 minutes in, it seems. And you don't get to actually fight anything until you get like launched out of the car and then get attacked again. And then like I think like a cutscene with the game's name happens and then you finally get up, find a weapon, and then you can finally fight. So I would have made this a little bit shorter, this beginning area, but I guess they gave you the skip button for a reason too. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't do that on any other systems, and it just seemed like it would ruin the timing, you know? I had all of them running through about the same exact place, doing the exact same thing, so I figured why not keep it the same as we can.
Shut your trap and keep scanning, would you? I'm getting acquainted with the new hardware.
You are now capable of seeing hidden objects. This ability could prove very
Man, it's already 4. I don't think I'm going to be playing no Schedule 1 today. Well, darn. It's no big deal, though. Hopefully tomorrow. Since I've pretty much got everything I got to do if I get done with this, I'll have everything done besides making tomorrow's new games video, which hopefully will go quick. Because then I won't have to do anything else besides the atomic heart on the TV PC. Now for the people who don't give a shit about ray tracing, we're going to turn that off and just run the game maxed out. And at native, but with DLLA as any of this thing, because that just looks way better than what they got. Like 99% of the time, NVIDIA's anti-aliasing is going to absolutely poop on TAA. There are a couple of games where there's a great implementation of PAA, where it has like a subpar older version of NVIDIA upscaling, which you can just take. I think it's called NVIDIA Container or something like that, but you can just download a program and just like take the newest DLSS shit and inject it into whatever you want. I'm pretty sure, so that's pretty badass. Anyway, let's go hop into the game. All right, here we are in the game. Now we don't have ray tracing on, and holy shit, we're getting a lot of FPS. I thought we'd get like 180 or something like that. No, we're getting well over 200 most of the time. I'm sure it'll drop under 200 here and there, but for the most part, we're 200 plus. That's pretty badass, considering we're native 4K. All we're doing is using DLSS's anti-aliasing, DLAA. Deep learning anti-aliasing. Curious.
Just one small step away from an amazing evolutionary victory that will profoundly change the world as we know it.
So glad to see you're taking it easy, Comrade Major. The car is waiting. You must go to Dr. Sechenov's office for the access code. You've been left with one of his bodyguards.
This is the last video of the night I have to do voiceovers for. So that's pretty nice. But by the time I'm done doing this, it's going to basically almost be 4:20, or at least 4:15. I don't really know if I really want to play games for like 20 minutes. I usually like to get to bed by 4:30 so I can wake up and have enough time to make the videos, you know? And then have enough time to actually game. But so many games came out recently that I just got overwhelmed. That's why I got so many saved up. I was like, you know what? I can't even really do voiceovers for all these. Half of them I made like 10 minutes a piece for each like individual thing, so the video's already going to be probably like 45 minutes to 50 minutes, so that's going to be a little silly, but it is what it is. But imagine sitting there having to do all that and talk. Sometimes I can't think of anything to say, so if I can't think of anything to say, I just don't say anything. I don't want to sit there and ramble and be like, so guys, how about the weather? No one cares, and besides, I'm in a different place than all of you guys. Who cares what my weather is? Unless a tornado is heading for me. Some people might find that interesting. But so far, storms seem to love to split at my house. We just must have picked a really great house area for that. Because anytime there's tornadoes or stuff, they split. Hopefully I don't lose this luck anytime soon, but they just split. Bad storm where it's going to wind and break shit, gone, splits. Oh, hail that's going to destroy your cars, splits. No hail. Or if there is, it's like that puny pea-sized stuff that's not going to do nothing.
Talk about style. Science is power, I tell you. The boss has a way of looking down on insurmountable obstacles. I really respect that.
There are no obstacles science cannot surmount.
Here's your vehicle activation code, Comrade Major.
Got it.
All right, we got our key.
You should hurry. You don't have much time.
We can take the same elevator we took to get up here.
All right, bye, random sexy androids. I'm pretty sure I fight them at the end of the game. Can't remember. Been too long.
Sechenov here.
Can't really remember their story either. They look kind of like humans in a robot form kind of shit, but who knows? They might just be robots.
You've built yourself a city of the future,
Or
boss.
robots with memories of real
There's
people.
nothing
Who
else like
knows?
an old
I'm pretty sure the
USSR.
glove is some badass motherfucker.
Not for myself.
And that's his memory in there.
Humanity is on
He's
the
got that
verge of
blocked,
great
and we don't know that.
One day we'll reach
could
the
be wrong.
stars.
I play
These
so many
castles
games,
in
it's
the
easy to
sky
get them mixed
will
up
be
with
the
one
beginning
another,
of
so
our journey to
take
the
what I say with a
farthest
grain
reaches
of
the
salt, a
universe.
gigantic grain of salt.
I'm merely helping humanity realize its own greatness.
You're a dreamer, Dr. Sechenov.
Fantasy and science go hand in hand. Most modern inventions were described long ago in science fiction. Flying machines, space travel, even robots.
Are you telling me you got your ideas from sci-fi novels?
I got them from the dreams of mankind, P3. Man was born to dream, to do great things. But unfortunately, there are those who wish to crush those dreams. And that's where men like you come in, Sergei. Men sworn to defend mankind and its destiny.
Need me to get rid of somebody, boss?
You're very relaxed about it, my boy. I hope it won't come to that. But let's take it one step at a time. First, you'll need a substantial glove upgrade. Report to the lab. A Tereshkova robot will meet you there and take you to the Vavilov complex. Understood?
Yes, sir. I'm getting in the car right now.
All right, there we go. So let's go. Head on over to our car, and we'll do what we usually do on, well, most of the other systems, and move on to a little camera, I think.
That's one hell of a car. But it's still an internal combustion engine, right? Sure, it's a solid machine. Can't see the progress, though. They're turning out new models daily now.
This one's a gas guzzler.
Got that right.
Alright though, let us move on along. Now for some camera-recorded gameplay. I mean, since we're getting native 200 and something plus, I don't think there's really any need to try out DLSS or frame gen. Next.
How about some music?
Damn straight.
That's more like it.
I see you finally begun your assignment. And it's been less than an hour. Sehr gut.
Jawohl, mein Führer.
What did you just say?
I said the signal's on the fritz, but thanks anyway, Herr Stockhausen. Dr. Sechenov already filled me in.
Don't you think that may have been a bit too much? For some reason,
Nope.
your response didn't surprise me at all.
Guess I don't have any respect for brown nosers.
Tell me, is there anyone you do have respect for?
Sure, but respect is earned. Dr. Sechenov has mine because he saved my life on the operating table. Everybody else needs to earn it. Anyway, why the hell are we riding a jalopy strapped to a damn robot? Were all the jets taken or something? Shit.
Riding turbines is an important tradition. It's a way to remember the days when Facility 3826 was brand new, as we used to ride these vehicles to our very first scientific complex.
Fair enough, but why is it a tradition to have them pulled by bumblebees? And why do we call them bumblebees when they look more like flying pigs?
Flying pigs? Have you seen flying pigs before? How about flying cows?
Yeah, on the Condor. One time some genius like you forgot to put up a fence. Those cows only flew in one direction. Straight down.
I have a suggestion, Comrade Major. Why don't you worry about your mission, and I'll do the thinking for both of us.
Shut the hell up, Glove. I'm trying to listen.
To what? Is there anything here you haven't seen yet?
I've never been here before. Zip it.
What? How come?
I don't know, damn it. Now quit bugging me.
My apologies.
Facility 3826's audio guide. We will soon be arriving at our destination. Estimated time of arrival is 11:47 a.m. Outside temperature, 26 degrees Celsius. There is a slight breeze.
There's about to be a lot more than a slight breeze in a couple of minutes here.
Spanning Lake Lazur and two of the facility's high-profile test sites, the VDNH and Sahelin. These are connected by magnetic levitation or maglev ray. This technology was pioneered by the Chelomey Design Department and a personal project of Dr. Lebedyansky.
I thought I saw a delivery truck pulling in.
And distributing machine parts required by
guess
the
not.
facility's various complexes.
And I saw her, excuse me. To see one, I'd have to be able to see through walls like Superman. Definitely can't do that.
Filling up to 100 orders per hour. Directly below is Dr. Sechenov's computational center, the main radio processing unit and control nexus for this network node. We are currently flying over sunflower solar farms, capable of supplying electricity to the entire BDNH, as well as the Friendship of People's Park, nearby settlements, and the maglev train lines. Maglev train stations connect all of Facility 3826, allowing personnel to travel from one complex to another with comfort and ease. We are now flying past the majestic Call of the Motherland Monument, erected in 1949 to mark the Soviet Union's victory in World War II, and are now entering the grounds of the Vavilov Complex, the site where Facility 3826's numerous agricultural miracles took root. You are now observing the Soviet Sickle Monument, designed by sculptors Venom and Alexander Kivalnikov, and autonomously erected in 1951 by the collective 1.0 neural network with the help of robot builders. Note that this effectively makes it the world's first collaborative artistic effort between man and machine.
You know, if I can get temps like this when I'm in a 78-degree room, I'm excited to see what it can do once I turn the AC on when summer comes.
Always ready to welcome new specialists from anywhere in the Soviet Union. We are confident that you will be thrilled to live and work in this world of revolutionary breakthroughs and fantastic scientific achievements for the glory of the Communist Party and the Soviet people.
Major, Petrova's initiating combat maneuvers.
Initiating what?
What?
What am I supposed to do about this?
Use luck to survive. That's about all you can do.
Take my hand, Comrade Major. I will escort you to the Vavilov complex.
What in the sweaty hell is going on here?
Unfortunately, I have no information on the subject. All the robots have been carrying out their normal operations until they suddenly became hostile. Oh, I just slipped. That was really very rude of them.
It was extremely rude of them.
Our ascent is once again continuing normally. A Drofa towing robot will be here shortly to perform magnetic coupling and take us by air to...
Uh-oh.
Son of a bitch, not again.
Oh, help me, Comrade Major. I'm falling.
Shit.
Come to me, axe of Axinus. There we go, that'll do nice.
Wizard, this is P3. Come in.
Sergey, are you alright, my boy?
I'm okay, boss. But nothing here is the way it's supposed to be. Whatever's going on clearly started a while ago.
Victor Petrov is the reason. He's a traitor who hacked into Collective's central hub and caused the civilian robots to attack facility employees. Petrov has the access codes for the hub. The mission is to find him. Bring him to me, alive.
Copy that, sir. The target is Victor Petrov. My mission is to find him and bring him to you.
Exactly. Section off out.
Whoa, what's up, Kyle?
Holy shit. Hey, Glove.
Yes, Major.
Any details on the target?
Victor Petrov is the lead engineer behind Collective 2.0.
Alright, so why don't we go ahead and wrap the video on up? Alright guys, that's a wrap for Atomic Heart on the new main PC here, and it handled it pretty much no problem, although even it couldn't handle doing ray tracing native 4K, at least on Ultra. Probably could have if you put it on high or on, but we wanted to see what a system like this can really do. So maxed everything out, and with DLSS's help, you'd probably be fine. But then I figured, well, there's some people that don't care about ray tracing, and they want all the frames. So for this particular game, in this kind of system, you can just go right in there, crank everything besides ray tracing, and you're fine. You're never gonna drop under 60. I can pretty much guarantee that, unless it's due to some bullshit stutters. The game does have some stutters here and there, but if I remember correctly, it had those already way when it came out. I think this game's what, from 3 years ago, I want to say? 2 or 3, something like that. Maybe more, but that's about where I want to guess it was at. And I think I played it on Game Pass before, and I thought it was all right, but I didn't think it was worth like 60 bucks at the time. But 39, or better yet, 20, which is what I paid for it, that's much better. I could definitely dig it at that price. And I still think it's the story and the gameplay and all that stuff. I'd say it's definitely like a 7. The story's pretty all right. Gameplay's pretty all right. I like the combat and it makes you use your head. You can't just, you know, take a gun and have 7,000 rounds and just kill everything, you know, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, though, it's time for me to go at least get the intro for the TV PC, but I already know thanks to Denuvo, this was my last one of the day, so now I know. I'm just gonna say 4 because it's 3:40 now. That way I know for a fact it reset. For tomorrow, I can finish this game up. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.